love music and want to play a musical instrument? Let's find the best one for you. The instruments of the orchestra can be divided up into 4 families: strings, woodwinds, brass, and percussion. In this video, we want to introduce you to the brass family, which all produce sound by the players buzzing their lips into the instrument's mouthpieces. With help from some musicians of the Marin Symphony, you will get to see and hear the trumpet, the French horn, the trombone, and the tuba. Let's get started.
Hi everybody, my name is Dominic and I play the trumpet. This is a trumpet. It's the smallest instrument in the brass family. Because it's the smallest, it also plays the highest. Like all the other instruments in the brass family, we make sounds by buzzing into this, which is called the mouthpiece. Put our lips together into a mouthpiece, into the trumpet. But we buzz into the mouthpiece, which then goes through the lead pipe. Follow this. We go through 3 valves, which change the length of the instrument, and then it comes out the bell. So we can play all sorts of different notes by a combination of these 3 valves. I started playing trumpet when I was in 4th grade, and I really enjoyed it because it was loud and it made my lips tingly when I started. Okay, so now I will play for you a short melody. Listen to how fun and bouncy it is. And that's the trumpet.
Hi, my name is Meredith and I play the French horn in the Marin Symphony. And sometimes we just call it the horn when it's an orchestra. You don't have to say French horn. And the horn is a member of the brass family, which means that, one, it is made of brass, which is pretty obvious, but also that we make our sound in the same way on all the brass instruments. So we make a sound with our bodies, we make a buzz with our lips like this, and we put it in the mouthpiece. And on the horn, it actually sounds more like music. And we make a note. So the sound travels all the way through the mouthpiece, goes through all the valves right here and all this tubing, and then it comes out this big part called the bell, which amplifies the sound and makes it sound nice and pretty. Now, I started playing this instrument when I was only a little kid. I was only 9 years old, and it was so big I could barely hold it, but I had a lot of fun learning how to play it and learning how to make my lips buzz the note that I wanted to play. So when you get a little bit better, you can play notes all over the instrument. So I could play a scale, and I can play short notes, or I can play really long notes. Playing the French horn is really fun, and when you first start, You will learn how to buzz your lips, and you'll learn how to put the right fingers down on the valves, and you'll soon be able to play melodies that are brave and heroic and tender and sweet and whatever you want.
How about
Yay! We're going to talk about brass instruments. Brass is great fun, and it adds the power that a band needs. Just like you just heard, da 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 da, low, higher instruments. It adds the power. French horns, the low tuba, the trumpet. A lot of fun to play, a lot of fun to learn. If you like to buzz your lips, which I know I do, that's a great instrument because that's how you play it.
Do you ever get in trouble for doing that sometimes
I
when
do.
you're little? I know too.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Yeah.
parents tell you, stop doing this, stop going. And we say, we want you to do that because you do that inside here. And you get to make all these great sounds, and it's a lot of fun to play these. We call them like royal instruments. The brass instruments, they're like the royalty. They announce the president when they come in. They announce the royalty when they come in, and weddings a lot of times as well. So brass, power,
Brass, go for
royalty,
it.
and
Go
fun.
for it. We need it.
Hi, my name's Bruce, and I play the trombone. This is a trombone right here, in fact. And it's a brass instrument, just like the trumpet, the tuba, and the horn. And it makes a sound the same way as those other instruments by buzzing into our mouthpieces. This is called a mouthpiece. Is a noise I make with my lips by pressing them together and blowing air through and making them vibrate. That vibration goes into the mouthpiece. And then I put the mouthpiece into the trombone, and it sounds like this. So it's a very, very beautiful sounding instrument. Now, the trombone is different than the other brass instrument in that it has no valves. So it just has this, which is called a slide. This part right here. And that's because it slides in and out like that. And that's how I change notes. So that's how the trombone is different than the other brass instruments. But it's just like the other brass instruments in every other way. So that's how I change notes on the trombone. I started playing the trombone when I was 10. I started playing piano when I was 7, and that really helped me to be a better trombone player because since trombones don't have valves, it's a really good idea to have a really good trained ear before you start to play it. It isn't absolutely necessary, but it just helps. String players have the same sort of issues where they don't have like a button they can push down. Trombone is just like that. You have to be able to hear where to put the slide. So when I was 10 and I started trombone, I actually had a pretty good ear already, and that really helped me. I really liked the trombone when I was a kid because you could do things like this. Things like that. So that's why I picked the trombone, because it made those really cool sounds. Other brass instruments can't do that, and I just really like the trombone. And that's the trombone.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I play the tuba. I just love playing the tuba. I love being able to put my vibrations into my mouthpiece. I remember the first time I played the tuba, I went like this. Nothing happened. Just air. And the music teacher said, Zach, you need to buzz your lips into the mouthpiece. And I didn't understand. What do you mean? And he says, like this. Well, I knew that I had to do like what my music teacher did and put my into the mouthpiece, which allows the vibrations to go into the tubes. Yeah, that's what I really like about the tuba. You can take a little and make it simply by putting it into the mouthpiece and through all these tubes And when the goes through the tubes and it reaches these little places that open and close when I press on the valve keys, the valves open up and my can travel all through these different little tubes. And then the comes out the bell. The bell is what really makes the sound really loud. So my comes out like, and this is what it sounds like. This is one of my favorite melodies to play on the tuba. I hope you enjoy what you hear.